All right, guys. I'm live here for my unfortunate recap of today, which, as you can see, it says down $1,572 right here. I actually have a trade on Palantir that's not showing up here that I made $90 on, so it's down $1,481. Oh, buddy, what happened? What the heck happened? It really comes down to obviously Peloton, as you can see here, and I want to say first too that obviously I'm not at my main setup. I'm on a Mac right now, and my OBS is I don't even know if this is good quality or if this is even coming through or whatnot. But nonetheless, I'm still gonna make this recap because I think that this is something hopefully you guys can learn from, and I mean I certainly am going to learn from it. I mean it's unfortunate. I was just in all-time highs in my P&L of day trading all time, and now I'm having this drawdown of almost 1,500, and Peloton I lost 1,700 on in the morning. And my first trade was on PLTR, and that I'm not even going to go over because it was a pretty small trade. And but Peloton is it's a fun fact. Peloton's actually the stock that I am up the most money on all time. This is my most winning stock, even after today by a long shot. I've made many thousands trading Peloton, but unfortunately the last two times I've traded it, I've also lost thousands, and today is, as you can see, is evidence of that. And, I mean, this is just really choppy action, and obviously it's gapping up today, $20 or whatever, and in the first few candles here, I was in that PLTR trade, but then as I see it popping back up here, I just don't even know what I was thinking. I think I really wanted to I don't know. I really wanted a winner, and I really wanted to take big size for some reason. My trades aren't showing up here, but I can just tell you I shorted it. Here on this candle. Got squeezed out, cut the position, and then went short again on this candle, and then got squeezed out again. Oh, dearie me. And then if I look at my trades here, I think I went long. I tried a long on it after that too. So here's my PLTR trade, and then short, then at 161, squeezed out 163, short at 162.20, squeezed out 164. With 300 shares, that's quite a bit of moolah, and so I was down on it just within minutes. Probably over $1,000, and then wow, looks like I tried it short again, so for the third time, and then I tried it short again, and this one I actually covered, looks like all of it. This one actually looks like I made money on this trade, just a little bit, so about $30 or something. Okay, yeah. And then Tesla, this one I tried, and at this point it was trading based off of emotions and just being frustrated that I was down so much on Peloton, trying to jump into another trade and get a winner, but came out with a loser, almost $100 on that trade of a loss there. And then let's see, I sold out of some PLTR contracts. I don't know, whatever, got a bit of profit on that. And then Peloton again, let's see, short at 161.90 and getting squeezed out for 200 shares at 164. Oh, brother. So that's just a kick in the nuts right there. Only 200 shares there, but $2 per share, so $400 additional loss. And that was just about my last trade on it, because I took a trade here, 300 shares short, and I was actually in the money on this trade. And just didn't take profit, set my stop at break even, and ended up breaking even. So that was my last trade on Peloton, and all these trades were all losers, and all pretty big losers. Tried the short here, got squeezed out, tried the short here, got squeezed out, and then I remember now, I actually went short somewhere in here. I think I think I went short on this candle or something. It came down. I was up on it, and then I see this green candle come up. It looks like it's about to kind of curl back up, and this it comes back up here. And I just said, no, you know what? I've got to get out. So this was the one I made like $30 on this trade, and then boom, it flushes back down. And down here, I would have been up on this trade, I don't know, $300-400, which would have put a dent in my losses. That would have been great, but I just didn't have the patience, and I just was too afraid. And I just traded horribly today. Just traded horribly. There's really nothing else to say about it. You know, I have this big monitor. If you can see, you can't really tell, but this is a big monitor that I'm using right now, and I actually traded in the morning just on my small laptop screen, so everything was smaller. I didn't know that I actually could set up this monitor because I didn't think I had a HDMI cable or whatever, but then I found one this morning. Anyway, the point is, on a small screen, and just when you're not in your normal trading environment, and you're on a smaller screen, it just, things look different. And looking at it now, it's just so clear to me that why am I going short here? It just makes no sense. It just really makes no sense. So, you know, I'm comforted by the fact that right now I'm looking at this, and I'm taking comfort in the fact that if I had a second chance of this, and I were using this monitor, and I were trading this again, and obviously hindsight's 20/20, but forget about hindsight for a second. If I had just relived this moment, I just don't think I would have taken this trade. This is just so stupid. I don't know why I'm trying to go short when there's clearly a lot of strength in this. And then, you know, the rest of this action is just super choppy. It's just a nightmare, you know. It just sucks. And, you know, I should be lucky that I should, you know, consider myself pretty lucky that I didn't revenge trade this one too much and just go off the charts. And, you know, this is my biggest loss since mid-November when I had that $4,000 loss. I'm going to bring this up here for you guys. So this is these are my trading stats, and as you can see, I'm at all-time highs in my P&L, but with this setback, and I just recovered from this drawdown on the 17th. I recovered from the drawdown, and this was a $4,800 drawdown, and I can show you what happened here in November. And this was a trade on Peloton. This was Peloton right here. So $3,600 loss on Peloton. I have I did a recap, or I didn't do a recap video of that trade, but I did talk about it on a previous live stream, and you can watch that. Maybe I'll link that or something. But anyway, so this is my biggest loss since this day. I have a nearly $1,200 loss here, and then November was just a terrible month. I'm red on the month of November, but then December has been really, really good. I've been very consistent, and I've had only 2 losing days, and they've been very small. And with this, you know, $1,500 loss today, it's just, I was trying to avoid that this month, and I just feel like it was so avoidable. It was so avoidable. You know, I can't tell you how much I regret, you know, these trades today. They're just horrible. It was so avoidable because it's just clear that this is just not a good place to take a short, and I just don't know what I was thinking. You know, I feel good about trading tomorrow because I just feel like this is not, this just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why I did this. And I was actually up on the day like $90 from PLTR. $90. I had a long somewhere in here, and it came back for me. Whatever. Got out of that one with profit, and then after that, I turned to Peloton, and I was looking at this, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I shouldn't have gone short here. I don't know what I was thinking, and clearly there was a lot of strength in this, and this just, you know, goes to show that when you're that when you just trade based off of, you know, wanting to jump in, and I took way too big share size, 300 shares. Are you kidding me? I think I just thought, you know, I'm so good with Peloton. This is a stock I really understand, because actually, let me show you guys that too. Let me show you guys this here. Let me see. Detailed instrument. So look, before today, I mean, look at this. I have $9,279 gain on Peloton. This is a stock I'm very comfortable trading. I'm really good at trading it. And today, I think I just let that kind of get to me. And I also blew my plan, blew my risk, went on TILT. Second biggest loss ever. Let me take a look at that. TILT. What? No. You mean TLT, surely. TILT? Why would you trade TILT? Can you even trade this? Went on tilt. Oh. You put it all caps. I thought you were talking about a ticker symbol. I'm sorry. Okay, I think you just mean you went on tilt. Okay. No, I know what you mean, but anyway, yeah, it's just, after the first trade, I should have been able, after this first failed short, I should have just been able to say, okay, look, I need to, I went on tilt poker term. No, I play poker. I understand that now, but I just, at first I didn't understand that. Oops. Anyway, yeah, so after this first short and failure and getting squeezed out, I should have been able to just say, what the heck am I doing? And the fact that I didn't snap to my senses after that loss, just, I don't know. I think I was just caught up in the euphoria of the stock moving and wanting to, knowing that there's potential in the morning to make back your losses or whatever. The emotions get the better of you, and this one I just seemed to kind of dig myself into a deeper and deeper hole, and that's a $1,700 hole. So all things considered, big picture, I should be able to make back this loss, and I will. It's just frustrating because December was such a good month, or has been such a good month. Let's see. Days times, so yeah, red in November, and then December up 5,200 so far, and then with a $1,480 loss today, that takes quite a hit, and so that's obviously that's not good. But we'll try to recover tomorrow. It's tempting to take large share size and really try to hit a home run tomorrow. And if there's a good opportunity, then I may take large share size, but I really want to just focus on not being completely stupid like I was today, because I think today I was completely stupid, and really it frustrated me. And when you have such a good streak of green, you can start to feel invincible, and then you get days like this that just snap you back to reality. You start to feel like, man, I've been green like every single day this week, and I just feel like nothing can go wrong, and then boom, you get slapped with a $1,700 loss to remind you that you really have to follow your rules, and you can't just get in and out of trades willy-nilly. You gotta you gotta be serious. And then I'll show you really quick my mRNA trade. $220. This is kind of a silver lining because of size down. I know I should size down, absolutely, but it's tough because after that $4,000 loss in November, I sized down for about a month and a half, I guess, until today. I've really been taking smaller size since November. December's really been, I have taken smaller size, and I've gotten in and out faster, and December has been generally good, with the exception of today. Today, I don't know what I was thinking, and I do think it has something to do with the fact that I'm not in my normal routine. I'm in a different house. I'm waking up in a different bed. I'm sitting in front of a different computer, and it sounds silly to say that these things don't play any role, but I think they do. Unfortunately, I think they really do. And I'm excited to trade tomorrow because I feel confident in the fact that I understand that today was completely stupid. And as stupid as it sounds, I really do think with the monitor I have here, looking at the charts like this on a big monitor like I'm used to, I don't mean to sound like, you need to have a big monitor. I'm just saying with what I'm used to, I feel more comfortable trading like this, and I feel like I would not have taken the trades that I took today if I had the setup I normally have. But I mean, I still lost a lot of money. So, there's no one to blame here. I'm the one to blame. I should have been cognizant of the fact that I'm not at my normal setup and I have to size down and force myself. I should have woken up at 6:30 when the bell rang. I should have said, I am not taking more than 200 shares on, a Peloton or mRNA or whatever. Look, I took a 300 share trade on this. I mean, after I was already down like 1,700 on the day. Probably I shouldn't have done that. The setup was good. I actually, obviously this is a winning trade, so it was a good trade, but should I be taking 300 shares of this when I'm already down on the day considerably? I don't know. But I caught the break of this trend here. I'll zoom out a little bit for you. There's this kind of bearish wedge that I was noticing on mRNA, and I thought that this actually did have a good potential for further breakdown. We didn't really get the breakdown I was expecting. I really was expecting much further. On the daily chart, there's really a lot of room for this for mRNA to come down. I'll be watching this one tomorrow. I think this one has further downside. I mean, if you consider the fact that this stock was $12 earlier this year, it definitely has more downside. But I caught a break here of this kind of bearish wedge, so I got in, I think, at 124.38 or so. I'm not sure. Somewhere in here I got in below this low, and then I carried it down here and got out of my last shares on one of these two candles here as it was popping back up. And I did think about a potential long as it was holding the whole dollar of 123. But I didn't do it because I was too afraid, and obviously it would have been a really good trade. And you know what else I was doing? I had my cursor on join the. I'm sorry if you hear my computer fan, by the way. My computer's really heating up right now for some reason. But I also had my cursor on join the ask here for another 300 shares, or even I think I may have been even on 500 shares. I don't know what I'm doing today. It's just stupid. But anyway, I think I was on 300 shares, and I think I know that I was hovering on join the ask right here on this candle, right here. I said, ooh, this looks like a short to me. It looks really extended, and I want to do it. But I didn't do it. And if you're watching the price action on this candle, it did look extremely weak, like the sellers were really starting to come in. And I had my cursor on join the ask, and I said, ooh, I wanna do it, but I didn't. And obviously from 127.50 down to 125.40 in 3 minutes, that would have been like a $600 trade. But I didn't take it, and it's probably a good thing I didn't, because what if it squeezes against you and then things just go from bad to worse? And on a day where I'm already acting stupid, it's pretty reasonable to question my judgment, and I'm not sure that taking more trades is the answer. Alright, so those are the trades I took today. Black. And I wish it would show you where my entries and exits were exactly, but part of me is kind of glad that it's not showing you, because they're terrible. I mean, they're terrible. I don't know what else to say. It's embarrassing, to day trade every single day and then trade like this one day. December has been so good, and now I'm, this 22nd is going to be a big red blotch. And yeah, again, my worst loss since November 10th. And, that's kind of all there is to say. And again, all things considered, $1,480 loss. If I trade smart and I trade well, I can recover that in 3 or 4 days. But will I don't know. We'll see. But I feel good about trading tomorrow. So I'll be back at it tomorrow, and that's all there is to it. And yeah, so I hope you guys learned something from this, but I'm not, I'm upset, but I'm not like I mean, come on. I lost, it's not good, but in November I had a day where I lost $4,000. And so you know what I noticed too? Okay, sorry, but this is so interesting. And now I'm just noticing performance by day of week all time. I'm down on Tuesdays, $1,300, and today I just lost $1,480 on a Tuesday. And I've already been noticing that on Tuesdays, for whatever reason, I tend to lose. I mean, all my losses are on Tuesdays in December. That big loss in November is on a Tuesday. I mean, I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know. I think it's just a coincidence, but but that's certainly interesting. Tuesday is not your day. I know. I don't know what's with that. Maybe I should just not trade on Tuesdays, but I'm not superstitious, and there can't be anything really to it. I'm not sure why Tuesdays would be not my day. They're just like any other day. But all right, so that's it from me. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. I'm gonna trade. I'm gonna take smaller size. That's I hope I take smaller size. It's tough because if I see a setup I really like, I'm gonna want to hit it out of the park. Like, if I see a dip like this and a potential entry, I mean, just sometimes you can't help to fantasize about taking 300 or 400 shares of this through this squeeze. It's $5 per share on 400 shares is $2,000. So, and then that's just here. If you carry it all the way up to here, it becomes $3,600. So, anyway, whatever. That's just ifs and buts. So yeah, size down on Tuesdays. Yeah, maybe. I mean, again, there's nothing to it. Like, it's just a coincidence at the end of the day. But it is interesting. It is an interesting coincidence. So whatever. Get back in the zone. I know. That's really all it's about. Is just getting back in the zone. Today I was not in the zone. I took trades that were stupid. I've said it this entire video. These trades are stupid. There's really no sense to these entries and exits, and it's dumb. It's just bottom line dumb. And I'd like to think that I would not take these trades if I were given the opportunity again, and I don't think I would. So, I'm confident about trading tomorrow because I feel better about, I can not be stupid. With just a little bit of effort and not wanting to jump in and make $1 million in 2 seconds, you can pretty easily not be completely stupid and take entries that make no sense whatsoever, which is what I did today. And so, that's a lesson. I think December's just been too easy for me so far, and I'm kind of glad that I'm not glad. I'm not glad I lost $1,700, but I'm glad that I have the reminder and I have the lesson behind the loss, which is, you gotta, you can't miss a beat here. The market will if you're lazy, the market knows, and the market will punish you. Yeah, good luck tomorrow. All right, good luck to you guys tomorrow as well if you guys will be trading. I might look at small caps tomorrow. I'm not sure. There was a lot of small cap action today, but I'm having an urge to get back in the small cap realm, but I feel like maybe that's not the best idea after this loss. Small caps can burn you. So anyway, all right, that's it from me, guys. Down $1,480, and I'll be back at it tomorrow. And now that I have this setup, I don't know if this is any good. My mic and everything. This is not my usual setup, but if it's okay, then I'll do a recap tomorrow too, and we'll see where I'm at. And I'll just try to stay green, right? That's what's important is staying green. So that'll be my goal. All right, guys. Hope you guys are staying green and having a good day. And Merry Christmas to you guys. That's it.